You guys, it's only 7 months until Thor Ragnarok hits theaters. Where is our trailer? I'm Sasha Pearl Raver, and this is Screen Junkies News. Thor Ragnarok hits theaters on November 3rd of this year, and then we'll get to see Thor and Hulk fighting each other in a gladiator ring for Jeff Goldblum's Grandmaster. Are you not entertained? But a Marvel. WTF. Where's our Thor Ragnarok trailer, bro? Here to help me get to the bottom of this burning question and just, talk about the film is Matt Key.
Hey,
Hi,
it's a Sasha Pearl Raver.
It's Matt Key.
It's a Sasha Pearl Raver.
So, all right. You've actually done some research.
A little bit.
When do you think we can expect a trailer?
So I went, Doctor Strange came out last November and made my little heart sore.
Was it his facial hair?
It was. I went and saw it with a couple of friends, and the wife of my friend didn't know that I'm like the biggest Doctor Strange fan in the world, that I've actually like have a Doctor Strange costume the whole night. And after the film, she's like, do you know that you look like Doctor Strange? And I was like, oh, sweetheart, like we've got to talk. It was a great moment.
I can't believe you haven't cosplayed Doctor Strange for us.
I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. What
tomorrow is another work day.
That is true.
Bring it back,
That is true. All right.
Anyway, so Doctor Strange, November. I'm going to start doing math.
Yeah, so Doctor Strange came out in November. I don't remember the exact day. I want to say it was like November 6th, something like that.
You're not Scott Mance, it's okay.
So that came out. The first teaser that we got for Doctor Strange was April 12th.
Ooh.
And then we got our first big, giant, full trailer at Comic-Con at the Hall H.
Sure.
Made Benedict Cumberbatch cry.
Oh.
I was there. It was wondrous.
Well.
Following that math, we should be getting a Thor Ragnarok trailer sometime in April, right?
Sure. 7 months, basically between April and November. So if we've got basically the exact same thing right now, we deserve it.
Exactly.
Now,
so we should be getting, and Marvel trailers tend to sort of follow a similar pattern, which is 7 to 8 months we get a teaser, if we get a teaser at all. Like I don't remember getting a teaser for Civil War or even Spider-Man, but we got like a first trailer about 7-8 months out. Second trailer comes around 5 to 6 months out. That's kind of the bigger skadoosh trailer. Then we get the trailer that ruins everything about 3 to 4 months out.
Yes.
And then that follows all the TV spots about 6 weeks before the release.
So right now we should expect like, what do you think? Like a 90-second trailer?
Like a 90-second Thor Ragnarok trailer at least.
Where do you think that this is
April.
going to happen?
I think they'll probably find an excuse to have Hemsworth or someone like that go to Jimmy Kimmel and premiere it. I mean, that tends to be like their favorite thing to do right now, since Disney owns Marvel and owns ABC. It's an easy crossover to make.
Absolutely.
Because it drives like, hey, all you Marvel fans who are going to go see our movie, go watch our Jimmy Kimmel property where we're going to talk about that Marvel. It's, it's that whole thing. So, and there was a rumor last week that we would see the Thor Ragnarok trailer this week with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. return. Like apparently Chloe Bennett had said something, who plays Quake in that show, but that obviously didn't happen. So
well, what
it seems
about next
like
week?
Could, but like next week is just like week 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like it's not a bigger deal.
Sure.
So if we're gonna follow I did even more research, and if you know me at all, you know that this was very difficult for me. I looked up sporting events in April to see if there was like a big sporting event that they could, like NCAA, like they had
March Madness.
like March Madness, but that's over.
Right.
And I think like maybe the Masters golf tournament, but I doubt that Marvel's looking at the Masters going,
is there a gladiator event? A gladiator event.
Would be awesome.
That's like a perfect cross-branding opportunity.
Yeah.
That's synergy, as they say in the ad sales world.
It actually, I don't know, maybe like there's a big like WWE WrestleMania thing.
Yeah,
like I didn't actually look into that,
wouldn't be the
or
premiere.
UFC. That wouldn't be the premiere. So
UFC, there actually is a huge fight on Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
I don't know. I mean, if we start hearing rumors.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, well, maybe not for the premiere, but certainly moving forward, there's going to be some really big fights in May.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
So that actually makes a lot of sense.
So my guess is that like if Marvel is at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll see a big trailer thing there.
Because
D23 is the week before. And Marvel in the past has done that where they're like, no, we're going to be at Comic-Con, but like we're just not going to have a panel in Hall H.
Right.
We're going to do everything at D23. D23, I think, is the week before Comic-Con. So we can probably expect the big trailer reveal there.
But in the meantime,
big trailer, yeah.
Give us some teaser, yo. And in that teaser, what do you think / hope we will see?
Well, I'm excited because James Gunn, someone asked him if he had seen anything from Thor Ragnarok, like tweeted at him or Facebook, whatever, and he said that he thinks it's the best trailer Marvel's ever done, which is high praise.
Yeah.
Maybe it's hyperbolic. Maybe he's just like, yeah, it's the best trailer it's ever. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't hear the tone of voice because it was a tweet.
Sure.
But he said it's the best. So that's public record.
That's great.
And from what I remember, were you at Comic-Con? Were you there too?
I was not.
Okay. What I remember from seeing it, if I had not been such a Doctor Strange fan, Thor Ragnarok would have been the movie I was the most excited for. And that included Civil War hadn't come out yet. Guardians of the Galaxy, like they had like a quick little thing about that. Spider-Man Homecoming, they showed all that.
Yeah.
All of the footage that they showed, Thor Ragnarok was my second, like, oh my God. And that was only because I was such a big Doctor Strange fan. So the footage that they showed, the previs that they showed of like Hulk and Thor running at each other in a gladiator ring.
Sure. But as you're saying this about James Gunn having seen it, it kind of leads me to believe that there's going to be some sort of Guardians, Thor Ragnarok like crossover.
I think that would be awesome.
It makes sense that either they're gonna put it in front of it, obviously. Like maybe that's where it'll be. It's like, okay, are you excited to see this?
Yeah, because Guardians comes out in May.
Yeah, like that actually I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
But they're still gonna have to debut it somewhere where we can start like posting it online because
my guess is that it'll come out the week before as a lead up to like, hey, you can go watch it at Guardians now.
Yeah,
go do that.
For sure.
So
so getting back to what we think we're gonna see, let's talk more about like Hulk and Thor.
So I think
doing their thing.
We're definitely gonna have to see them fighting. My guess is that we probably won't see it until the very end. Like that'll be like, we'll see like some of the first act stuff of like Thor trying to figure it out. We'll probably see a glimpse of Hela. And then at the very end of the trailer, we'll see like Hulk and Thor in the ring run at each other. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Like it'll be one of those like, here's some quiet moments. Here's a quiet moment.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on Sakaar. Oh, it's getting crazy. Oh, there's Valkyrie. Whoa! And they run at each other.
I want to see that.
And like right before they hit, it cuts
out.
Ragnarok. Yeah.
Oh,
that's my
into
guess.
it. So into it.
Right? Come on.
Okay, so there's also going to be comedy, though. There's got to be comedy because it's a Marvel thing. Will the jokes all be the Hulk jokes?
So here's the deal. Taika Waititi is the wild card here. If you've never seen What We Do in the Shadows, it might be the greatest, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
Like I remember hearing good things about it and then watching it at home and ending it thinking movies are done. This is the greatest movie that's ever been made.
By movies.
By movies. Like Taika Waititi's done it. Yeah. He created the greatest film ever. There he is in a suit.
Directing.
And he's a legitimately very funny guy, charming guy. Like everything he ever does is a joke. Like he was on he was apparently like did a set visit for Infinity War and he took a picture with one of the Russo brothers and Louis D'Esposito and said, hey, it's the Russo brothers, when he misspelled their names and it wasn't the actual Russo brothers. It was just one of them. And then he took a picture later and said, sorry, I spelled the name wrong. Here they are again. And it was Louis D'Esposito and the other Russo brothers.
Great.
Like, it's just like silly little jokes like that where he's just kind of trolling everybody. Someone asked him what he thought of the other Thor films. He's like, hadn't seen them. Like it's like that level of just like screwing with everyone. So
love it.
But I do think that Thor took itself way too seriously in the other two films. And Thor is kind of a ridiculous concept. It's like he's basically Marvel's Superman. Like he can't. There's a lot of ways that he can't be beat. He's almost invulnerable. And with that hammer, like he's unstoppable. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to lose Mjolnir very early on in the film, and Thor's going to have to prove himself without the super weapon and prove himself to be a hero without Mjolnir. And we've kind of saw that in the first Thor film. But there wasn't as big of a threat in it was Destroyer, it was Loki, like there wasn't as much fighting as we're going to see in this. So we're going to see Thor having to prove himself as a fighter and a hero without Mjolnir, without like this invincible weapon that makes him worthy. I think it's actually probably going to be decimated. He's going to have to get a new hammer by the end of it.
Where do you go? Where's the hammer store for the Thor? Where do you get a new Mjolnir?
He'll go to the Dwarven King.
All right.
And have him forge a new one. I can't remember the Dwarf King's name.
Whatever.
Yeah, so
I think this is going to be great. I'm super excited. I just wonder why they're holding back. I think maybe they want to give Guardians a little bit more runway.
Sure.
And then I think we're going to get a really heavy push.
And I also think they're going to use Guardians is sort of like a lead-in to like their new wacky sitcom that no one's ever heard of. It's like using Seinfeld to introduce Friends or whatever. Like, here's our new show. You might want to watch that. I think they're probably going to do the same thing where it's like, hey, you love Guardians, maybe you'll also love Thor Ragnarok. Like, I think they're going to use that popularity to push into Thor Ragnarok because everyone knows Thor, but this movie is out there and wacky. I mean, they've got Jeff Goldblum, like, you can fight. Please fight. Please fight now. Like, that's weird. And like, I think Surtur is in this, like the fiery demon from Muspelheim who like wants to get the Twilight Sword and defeat Asgard. And I remember seeing from San Diego Comic-Con Fenris Wolf, like, who's like a giant 15-foot wolf that heralds the end of the world. Like, there's some wacky out there stuff, and I want to see all that answered in the trailer.
I do too, and we want to know, when do you think the trailer is going to drop and what can we expect to see in it? Let us know in the comments below. You can tweet us at SJ News. Make sure to like and subscribe. Of course, you can always click here for more Screen Junkies news. We'll see you soon.